to
Adam
think that.
22.
I can't believe we're still just able to talk about that. It's just all right. Let's move over to $1 million worth of game. Finally went to DJ Akademiks podcast off the record. And did y'all watch it?
Yeah, I watched I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a good majority of it.
I watched the juiciest part. You know what I mean?
The Joe Budden part.
The Joe Budden part.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
I thought it was so good. I thought it was 10
The
out
whole
of 10.
podcast or the moment?
I
The whole
genuinely
joint was
thought
good.
it was. I thought it was 10 out of 10.
Bro. It was good.
I haven't been off. I made a LinkedIn account. Wallo,
The way they was talking?
Wallo put the craziest
Great.
battery in my back.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Wallo put the craziest battery in my back. So that I appreciate that, which is why I love when. Go ahead.
What happened?
Oh, so pretty much Wallo was just talking about
Just game,
bro. Game, bro. It was just game.
That's
it
the
was,
shit that niggas was talking about.
It's
before.
the reason why the show is named what that is. It's
This
like
shit Big Loon dreams about.
low key,
Yeah.
low key. But yeah, bro. He was just talking about the podcast game. He mentioned how Tax got him on the phone and sat him down and was like, "Let me tell you every single way to make money in podcasting." He was like, "I didn't know the game." Tax literally put me on the phone and was like, "Write this down. This is the game of podcasting. This is how you make money in it." And I took that list that Taxstone gave me, the first person to ever give me the game, and I've been working it ever since. I'm up till 4 a.m. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm finding out who got the money. I'm searching where the marketing manager's at, the person that's cutting the checks. I'm sending them emails. He's LinkedIn savaging. Like,
Yeah, if you want that talk money, you got to be tactful.
yeah, he's like, so me as just like an adult professional or whatever, like in work field, I've always hated LinkedIn. So this was the first time I heard somebody talk about LinkedIn that had me like, God damn it, I need to get on LinkedIn.
Right.
But you see the
Especially
thing-
a nigga who spent 6 years in prison.
I'm about to say he still has
20.
jail nigga passion, and like
Yeah.
he's the type of he'll make waking up at 4 a.m. in the pouring rain seem appealing until you get up and do that shit.
Yeah.
right.
Then it's just like, all right, Wallo.
He could be a little David Goggany, just sometimes.
But
I don't know, man.
But
That
I
shit
was,
was solid.
Oh no, for sure. But this is the thing too with any motivational speaker, you can't buy in for so long. Like I love Gary Vee, but after you always fall off. It's hard to follow a motivational speaker for long periods of time. I feel like you know
them
what I mean?
niggas aren't like creatine supplements. Like you're
But-
not just taking
Yeah.
the same shit every day.
But what if that just speaks on, your mental? You get what I mean? Because there's people that been with TD Jakes forever.
Yeah,
Like,
but I was just about to bring up preachers. I think the difference with preachers is they have their source is so much
Infinite.
bigger.
It's hope.
It's yeah, and it's so much bigger. And on top of that, when you really think about it, I don't know how many verses are literally in the Bible, but sometimes some of them 2-hour sermons be on one verse. They might not even read the whole. They just went through one verse, and they talk for 2 hours off that one verse. So it's like they have thousands of pieces of material, and then you can spin all those materials 10 different ways, but there's only so many different ways you can tell me.
Yeah, preachers got a bigger artillery.
They have a bigger artillery of things to dip to.
Yeah.
For sure.
TD Jakes can do probably a whole podcast or 4 balls from Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily, bro. So it's like that's the only reason why it's a little different, which is why you might feel like that from Wallo, but it's impossible to not. You know what I mean? But I would say that when I watch $1 million worth of game, just the show, I don't get that much game from the show, and that's mainly because they interview a lot of rappers that are involved in a life that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah, they just talk about how to get paid in the music industry.
And not only,
essentially.
or they remind them that whatever they're doing can end up lead them dead or in jail. It's like neither of these things affect me, so it's nice when they get with somebody like Akademiks, somebody that they're having that different conversation with.
Charlamagne was on there.
With Charlamagne, that's why we now every time those episodes, the Breakfast Club episode, the Off the Record episode, those are the most valuable episodes of $1 million worth of game to me. But the regular episodes, I'm good on kinda.
But what if I understand it, but like even the episodes where like they have a 30-second ad, 30-minute ad about how to buy houses and how to flip houses.
Right.
That's game, right?
That is game.
You feel me? Like that's
game.
game.
It's pop-up game though.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, because like if I watch $1 million worth of game, there is so much options. They have so many options and things that they're telling you can get money in that like it's overwhelming for any person. It's like one episode, I learned 14 ways on how to get money. How do I decide? Because next week you're gonna have another 14 for me, or maybe twice this week. I'm at 30 different ways to get money. I'm trying to split my money off.
You almost got to stop listening once you find one good tactic.
That's kind of how their show is set up, where it's like you get you that one good show, and it's like you step back for a couple. The game that I got off of the Akademiks off the record with LinkedIn and Wallo on networking and things like that, I'm good for 6 months. I'm gonna take what I heard, and implement that for the next 6 months and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much game I got from that part of the interview.
And do you think Wallo has gotten, and Gillie, do you think they've gotten better at communicating the game?
They've always been good.
Well, I think Wallo has. I think Wallo has. I think, because Gillie is.
Were you talking about games specifically? You're not just talking about, like, mouthpiece?
I thought he was talking about kind of both, right?
I mean, yeah, you can count both, but
you can count both because
fucking game, like, you know, help.
I think Wallo's. I think Wallo. I don't know. He's the one that I look at in the $1 million, the game part of it. That's who I'm looking at. It's for the game. Like Gillie.
Gillie's the $1 million.
I was at first gonna separate it out like that, but then I was like, I don't know about that.
It's a little corny.
Like, it's a little corny. I didn't think it would work.
Like Gillie, I guess Gillie gives game, but he's the type that's gonna be like, don't be spending all your money on the bitch when you're broke.
He's the
you know what I'm saying?
He's giving like nigga game.
Right, exactly.
Wallo was more not corporate, but in a good way. He's more financial. Put it that way.
Yeah. He's definitely more money motivated. Even though I know Gillie's money motivated as well too, but Wallo's the type of nigga that, like, you leave him alone for 30 days, he's coming back with 30 million. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, or not, maybe not 30 million, but you know.
It's kind of like fresh and fit.
Yeah, yes.
It's like this. Well, ideally, if these niggas was on brand, the nigga's supposed to be telling you how to get fly. The other nigga's supposed to be telling you the other shit, finance.
That's a good comparison. That's kind of how their dichotomy is to me. But I'm definitely taking Gillie over Fresh. Let's be clear. Still,
any day of the week.
Any day of the week. Yeah. Even though, like, Wallo's the Myron, Fresh is the. I'm definitely taking Gillie. Not even close.
You can't even really call Gillie the Fresh.
You can't.
Like, it's disrespectful.
It is really disrespectful. But it was close. We were trying to get there. You know.
Yeah, you know.
We understood what was happening.
Try to make the analogy. You reach sometimes. You might fall.
But I thought it was great. So I thought that, and that was pretty much the beginning half, and then I guess the second half was
the drama, right?
The drama, the Joe Budden thing.
Well, there is no drama.
Yeah, apparently a lot of like beefs got squabbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel? I feel